Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Blue Chelsea TV. Chelsea have two very important games coming up before the March international break, both in the Premier League and in Europe. They host the second leg of their Europa Conference League round of 16 tie against Copenhagen on Thursday. The Blues are 2-1 up in the tie after the first leg last week. After that, Chelsea then make the short trip to the Emirates to play against Arsenal in the Premier League as their quest for a Champions League spot continues under Enzo Maresca this season. However, they have some key players in doubt for both of those games, including Cole Palmer and Reece James. Take a moment to like the video if you're enjoying the content. Subscribe to the channel if you are bumping here for the very first time. Cole Palmer. Firstly, midfielder Palmer was dealing with an illness during Chelsea's 1-0 win against Leicester over the weekend. He missed a penalty, which was a chance to score for the first time since mid-January, after what has been a spell of poor form for the England international. After the Leicester game, Maresca said, "During the night, he didn't feel well, and he didn't train yesterday. But this morning, he woke up and asked me to be on the pitch because he wants to help this club play in the UCL." Palmer is expected to return for the Conference League game against Copenhagen, but it remains to be seen if Maresca will risk starting him in that game on Thursday. Expected return date: Thursday, March 13th versus Copenhagen, home. Reece James. Defender Reece James has a fever, which has made him a doubt for the game on Thursday against Copenhagen. It isn't clear yet as to how bad it is, and he is currently being assessed by the Chelsea medical staff ahead of the game. Expected return date: Thursday, March 13th versus Copenhagen, home. Malo Gusto. Fullback Gusto is recovering from a knock that he picked up in training last week. He was expected to be available for the Leicester game, but wasn't deemed fit, and so he wasn't in the squad. The defender is expected to be back for Thursday's game against Copenhagen and the Arsenal clash on Sunday. Expected return date: Thursday, March 13th versus Copenhagen, home. Noni Madueke. Madueke won't be ready for the game on Thursday, and it is unlikely that he will be back for the game against Arsenal either. That comes as a blow for the winger who would have had hopes of making Thomas Tuchel's first England squad. Madueke is dealing with a hamstring injury and looks set to return back for the Blues after the international break. Expected return date: Thursday, April 3rd versus Tottenham Hotspur, home. Nicholas Jackson. Striker Jackson has been out with a hamstring injury since Chelsea's January deadline day match against West Ham at Stamford Bridge. He is recovering well, but isn't expected to return before the international break, and is also looking at a return for the Spurs game at the start of April. Expected return date: Thursday, April 3rd versus Tottenham Hotspur, home. Marc Guiu was Chelsea's replacement for Jackson, but he also got injured in the game against West Ham. He is on a similar timeline to Jackson and is expected to return against Tottenham at the start of April. Expected return date: Thursday, April 3rd versus Tottenham Hotspur, home. That's all for now. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you later with another video. Until then, bye-bye.